today I'm back out shed hunting again. Surprise, surprise. But I'm riding high off that find last time. Still pumped about that, and it's good to get one under the belt, so I figured can't wait around. The snow is still melting, but I got to get out and look a little bit. Maybe find some low-hanging fruit, so to speak. Maybe find one sticking up through the snow, or, you know, catch one in a bare spot. But you can see behind me, this is kind of a north-facing side of the ridge here, and it's just covered with snow. Maybe you can see way back behind me, that's where we were last video, up on that south-facing hill there. It's pretty much bare, and I'll spin you around, but I'm going to work my way down through this right now. There's a little bit of a south exposure here that's got some briars and stuff, and we did find a deadhead down here last year, a small buck, so we'll see if we can kind of work down through those briars and stuff and maybe spot something. However, the ultimate goal right now is to make it up on this ridge to my south and look through some of those crabapple trees where the deer were really tearing it up earlier this winter. I'm guessing there'll still be snow, but hopefully it's not too deep, and maybe I can catch an antler on one of the trails. So I've just been curious to what it's looking like up there, and I can't wait any longer. So I figure we'll go check it out, take you guys with me, and we'll see what we can find. Right now I'm going to work down through here, and we'll get going on this hunt. I hope I can add to the collection. Nice to get one, but I'd like to get a bunch more. So let's get going now and see what we can find. Through that briar patch and didn't pick anything up, but it did look like a lot of good sign in there, so I think I'll come back once the snow drops off more. There's still quite a bit here and there. As you can see right now, I'm working my way up this ridge. It's kind of the north side of the ridge, and it's still covered with snow. There's some bedding back here, and I usually like to look that over, but it's completely covered right now. So I'm gonna keep going up here. I'm moving kind of slow today. I just got out of the gym about 2 hours ago doing legs, so I'm toast, but that's probably good for shed hunting, I guess. It's nice to move a little bit slower and really look at things as opposed to just blowing through it and not really seeing what's around you, which I have a tendency to do sometimes. But I'm going to keep rolling up here. We're getting started up this hill. Once I get on top, then snow should drop out a little bit more. There are some open patches, and hopefully we can find the sheds. That's where those crabapple trees are. So we'll get up there and catch up with you guys in a minute. Well, I just made it up to the top of the ridge, and it's not looking as promising as I thought. These little food plots here are still pretty covered, and I figured with them being bare, they'd be a little bit more open. Actually, I just sunk in about a foot there. There are some patches on the north sides of them that are a little bit more open, and a lot of deer tracks, old tracks and stuff. So I'm going to keep looking through here, look through these trails, and then I'm going to work up to those apple trees. They're just maybe 100 yards away or so, 150. I'm going to work around up there and see if I can find something in the snow. Hopefully get something. If if it looks pretty cruddy like this, I'm probably not going to, I'll keep this video pretty short. I hate to drag it out if it's, if I'm not finding anything or it's not conducive for finding antlers. So, but hopefully I find something interesting at least, and an antler would be killer right now. But we'll get grinding up here and see what we can find out. Well, I'm just standing on the north edge of another little bitty micro plot here, and one thing I noticed is these scrapes are getting exposed. There's a good looking scrape here. I've said it before, and everybody kind of knows it, I think, but it's a great time now to do some scouting. Once the snow starts dropping off like this, you can really tell where the deer were last fall before things start greening up. So that's pretty cool. Good looking scrape. This is this little plot. I had a trail cam over a mock scrape right there on that oak tree, and it turns out pretty good every year for me. But this is a good looking scrape here. This might be not a bad spot to hang a cam. Looks like they hit it good as they travel through here. There's a pretty good trail going through. But I'm just kind of looking at this brown stuff and seeing if I can find something, sticking out. I did notice back here I got to just a couple of those little crab apples, and man, they're hammered. So hopefully we can find something laying underneath one of those. You would think that if they're in there standing on their back legs and eating those apples, I know that crab apple really grabs clothes and things. If you're trying to walk through it, it's just difficult to get through. And I'm hoping that it does the same for their antlers. They get hung up. I have found a lot underneath them before in past years, not the last year, but several years ago I found quite a few up here, quite a few sheds. So hopefully that trend continues this year and we can scoop some up. But I'm gonna go over there and we'll take a look. I don't know how well it shows up, but this is the darn problem here. Just too much stinking snow. In the low spots, there's probably, you know, 8 inches or more. It's packed down kind of. And then in the high spots, geez, some of them probably have 18 to 20 inches of snow. It's just not disappearing. You know, it's getting late in the spring already, or not late in the spring, but it's getting to be spring, and we've had some pretty decent weather, but we just must have had so much snow up here in these spots that it's going to take a lot to melt it off. Maybe we need a, geez, I about pulled that tree down. Maybe we need a warm rain, I guess, to knock this stuff down, but it's getting there. It's real slushy. It just has been this way now for weeks and weeks, so we get warm, you know, 40-degree days, but nights are cold and just doesn't take the snow down that much. The sun's really hot too today. I'm like probably ready for a t-shirt here, but oh well, it'll get there. But yeah, that's kind of what we're dealing with. You know, you can kind of see I've been getting some questions about it, and this is western Wisconsin and still what we're kind of working with here, so sucks. It's really hanging me up as far as getting out and really looking for sheds well, but it'll get there. We'll make it happen. But I'm just going to work a little bit through here more. There's still quite a few of these apple trees. I haven't really hit the best spots, but every one I do see has been just hammered with tracks, and fresh ones too. Like right there were some that looked like they were from today. So there's been a lot of activity here all winter. Looks like most of the apples are picked off. Those little berries are picked off, you know, about here or so. You know, I'm 6'3". Deer must be standing on their back legs. But enough talking. I'm gonna keep rolling. Hopefully show you guys a shed here. Well guys, I see something here. I just walked up. I'm actually, look at this. I'm right by our, this is one of our bank's stump blinds. And right back here, I see a dead deer. So, and it's a dead buck. This guy was definitely not here during gun season. We would have seen him out of that blind, but he has been here for a while. Darn it. It's not a bad looking deer either. Shoot. I'll get a little bit closer. He's really pretty much gone. But he's pretty eaten up. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get the head off here and then we'll prop him up. But yeah, he's I don't wonder what killed him. I'll look, see if I can see something there, you know, an arrow or something. Man, I'm having a heck of a time getting this thing loose. I got the spine separated, that was no problem, but the hide was frozen down. I could barely move it. And there's enough of it attached yet where I can't pull it apart. I've been pulling really hard and twisting and stuff, so I'm not sure. I'll try to figure something out. Either try one more time to get it loose with like a sharp stick or something, poke through some of that hide, or see what I've got in my bag. I don't think I really have much. Otherwise, I'll come back and grab it and we'll keep on moving. Well, rummaged through my pack, and the only thing I found in there was my good trimming saw, and I don't want to use that on that thing because that's just, I mean, this thing stinks bad. It's pretty rotten, and I'd probably be fine doing it. I mean, I would be fine. There's no reason why you wouldn't be, but I just don't like the idea of running that thing through that rotten stuff. So, cut a little apple tree here, made a sharp point. I maybe should make it better, but it seems pretty stinking sharp. Try it out. If that doesn't work, I'll try a little bit better one, but all I got to do, I think, is just poke a few holes through that hide and I'll be able to rip it apart maybe. It's just there's too much there now, so we'll give it a whirl and see how it works. I'll spare you guys the gross details, but hopefully you see me holding it up here next. Otherwise I'll be back to the drawing board and sharpen up another spear or something, but give her a whirl. Ooh, I'm beat. That thing's a no-go right now. That just didn't work. I couldn't get through it. The hide's like leather. I mean, super tough obviously, but it's kind of sun-baked and stuff too, so it's just impossible. I tried pulling it. It's frozen down. I couldn't even pull the whole carcass. I thought, well, I can just drag the whole hide out of here. But not gonna happen, so I'll just run home, get an old axe, and just chop it. I don't even know if my saw would work on it. It's so leathery right now. I doubt I could even really get a good cut on it. But yeah, we'll continue to just look right through this stuff quick, and then I'm gonna head back out. It's getting late already. I've been messing around with this for quite a while. So just gonna boogie out of here, cut my losses, and come back maybe later today yet. It is quite a haul in here, but it's a little too deep of snow to get the side-by-side in too, unfortunately. And with the hills and stuff, it just won't go through that, I don't think. But I'll come back in, walk back up here with an axe and just lop it off and take it back. And then I'm not sure how to get it cleaned up, but maybe just leave it outside for a while and let it bleach and clean off a little. But that being said, let's keep moving here and work our way back out. Boy, they've really been working this tree over. You can see here, they got branches busted off. This one had some big crab apples on it, man. Some good sized ones. I mean, not big, but bigger than the other little berry things I've been seeing. There's tons of them. And it looks like it's pretty easy to get to for them, so they've been pounding it down. I don't see any sheds right here, but again, lots of snow, so hopefully once that drops, we might find something. I'll keep this in mind. There are a few more right here close, but whew, well, we finally made it out. No more antlers. I spared you guys the walk or any of that other stuff that I saw. Didn't really see much, just some good activity, but tons of snow, which I figured. But good day today. You know, it's good finding that deadhead. I wish there weren't any deadheads there, but the fact that there are, you know, I like finding them if there are some. So that was good. I'll go back and get that guy. I don't know if I'll get him today. It's getting pretty late already. Otherwise, I will be back out hopefully soon. I might wait a little bit until the snow drops. I'm hoping, it looks like the weather forecast's decent, so hopefully within the next week it'll really be gone, and then I can get in there and hammer it. If not, you know, maybe 10 days or so, but hopefully this next week. But if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you guys are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Take care. Catch you guys soon.